Welcome to this sneak peek of my Zombies Ate My Neighbor hack. I'm going to show you 4 of my levels and comment about their origins and design. You may find some of the levels familiar, that's because the first 20 levels are reimaginations of the original levels. I've tried to keep their essence while giving them a new spin. You may be wondering why I have done that. It's because of 2 main reasons. 1. This is my first time hacking Zombies Ate My Neighbors, so making the levels similar to the originals was a great way to learn the ins and outs of level design for this game. And 2. It helps keeping the difficulty in check. I'm too prone to make the levels too hard. This doesn't mean that the first 20 levels are boring though. You'll know what to expect in a sense, but I think that the levels are different enough to be enjoyable and surprise you in some ways. So without further ado, let's begin with level 10. Level 10, Disassembly Line. I think I'll change this title at some point. This level is pretty straightforward. It's meant to be a warehouse or a delivery company. I had 2 clear ideas for this level. I wanted the starting area to look a bit like a loading and unloading zone, and I wanted to have a big open area with conveyor belts. You can see both of those ideas realized here and here. There is also several ways to tackle this level. You can start off by getting on the conveyor belts, or you can go up in this area. Both choices end up meeting each other, so you don't have to backtrack too much. Level 13, Killer Deals. I started editing this level with the 2 Chainsaw Maniacs in mind. I wanted to give them a prominent role in this level, and the first thing that came to my mind was to put them in an enclosed space behind glass. Their true purpose in this level is to have them wander around, so that they can give you a nasty surprise when you least expect it. Of course, you can just kill them, that's when the zombies and the evil dolls come into play. This level truly shines when you load it with a password, because you don't have the resources to deal with the maniacs, so you have to be careful and use the level layout to your advantage. The bottom part of this level was particularly troublesome to pull off, as shown in these work in progress pics. Level 15, Flood. This is a theme level, as opposed to the original level 15, which was more of a monster mass. The winter palette fades into the standard one, implying that the thawing is causing the floods. This level was meant to be much harder than it actually is. I wanted the squidmen to jump out of the water and into the houses to reach the neighbors, but turns out they can't do that. This made the level better in the end, so I'm happy about it. And there used to be a lot more squidmen too. I think I must have removed about half of them. And finally, level 22. Early goals Get the Neighbor. Yeah, the title is provisional. So from level 20 onwards, I've no longer tried to reimagine the original levels, so this one is completely new. Originally, this level was titled Double Trouble, and it featured 2 giant babies on a grass tile set. I ended up scrapping that idea in favor of what you're seeing right now. That's why there are no items here for now. The idea for this level was to have an office, or a bunch of offices linked together, and then have these exterior areas. Getting the roads to look good was quite challenging since they don't combine well with most tiles, but I think the end result is pretty neat. Oh, and this is the first level with a vampire on it. So, those were the 4 levels I wanted to show. You can download the pictures from the Dropbox link in the description. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it, and don't be afraid to share this video with other people that may be interested in watching it. So, that's all. Cheers!